Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to the Stephon Devereux Show, where you get news, interviews, hot topics, music from around the world, and more. Now here's your host, Stephon Devereux. Stephon Devereux. Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We're back. I want to thank you for joining us. How are you doing, peeps? I hope all is good. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good for me, as always. Stephon Devereux, you know, the man, the myth, the legend, the one who does it all, one that people love. I walk through Walmart's, Giant Eagles. That's a supermarket here for people who's not familiar with the area of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, surrounding counties. Man, got a lot to talk about today. When I was preparing for the show, I didn't think it was going to be popping, but we got a lot to talk about. We do got a lot to talk about because, you know, sometimes I can be what some would call a mean guy, but it is what it is. Who cares? It is what it is. Who cares? Now, look, I was celebrating with people. I wasn't crying like the one guy was, but I was celebrating with people when CM Punk decided to come back because, I mean, like I said last week, I think CM Punk deserves to be in the professional wrestling business because CM Punk does bring value. And, you know, I got destroyed by, you know, stupid wrestling fans, internet marks, toxic internet marks. Hey, Tims. I was getting destroyed because I just kept telling people to relax. Wait. Let this thing play out. Let's see how week 2 goes, week 3, week 4, week 5. I mean, let's just see. The first episode was awesome. He brought some nice ratings to Rampage. Yeah. Almost 600,000 viewers. Feeling good. Yeah. In my opinion, I said it last week. Matter of fact, I didn't get a chance to say it to you people because I didn't get the ratings for Rampage until later on in the afternoon, early evening, the day that I taped the show. Well, CM Punk did, he did, you know, boost their ratings. They got almost 600,000 more viewers than they did the week before that. And I will say this, to me, that's their audience. That's their overall audience, their combined audience that's going to be with AEW no matter what. What about 1.2 million, 1.3 million? That's their overall audience. Now, some of these AEW marks are going to be mad. You bring in new people. Yeah, he brought in new people for that show. That particular show, his comeback show. Yeah, but the building was sold out. But he brought in people for that particular show. Okay? Now, let's think about this now. Because this all relates into the topic of this show today. AEW needs a new booker, a real booker. He did bring in about 600,000 new viewers to Rampage. New viewers to Rampage. But that's not new viewers from outside of their highest mark. They still have not reached their highest mark. Rampage didn't do that. Now, you guys can hate all you want, but does CM Punk actually equal ratings? You guys can say whatever you want. Oh, CM Punk, blah, 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 look for Rampage. I said it again. A lot of those fans who came over, they're already AEW fans. Say it again. They just didn't watch Rampage the week before that. They didn't care to see Britt Baker in her hometown defend her championship. They didn't care to see Kenny Omega versus Christian for the Impact TNA championship. They didn't care to see that. It's not my fault. I'm not the one who's out here telling them not to watch it. But those regular AEW fans didn't care enough to at least DVR it, watch it live. But CM Punk gave them a reason to watch it. Now let's stop. We're going to cut it off right there. Right there. We're going to cut it off. Because here was the real test. It shows me that AEW really needs a real booker. Okay? Now let's break this down. He shows up on Dynamite. And I'm not going to lie. I didn't even watch him on Dynamite. I didn't care. I got what I seen Friday night before last week's Rampage. When I seen him debut on Rampage and seen the direction they were going, I said, okay, well, why? After I question why, I don't watch anymore. You got to make me say, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. Yo, this makes me. You know, when they had my man Eddie Kingston, when he debuted and started doing what he was doing and he went up against Moxley, yeah, oh, I get it. I want to see that. I don't want to see CM Punk versus Darby Allin. Here we go again with this damn crap. That's what I mean about today's bookers. Tony Khan is not the only one who makes this mistake. Trust me, I know. CM Punk's coming in and he's going to face off against AEW's their top baby faces, if not the top baby face in AEW, because he actually moves the needle for AEW. Can't lie about Darby Allin. So what do? You have him come in, you have him face CM Punk. The wrestling fans, the new wrestling fans that popped up, the 1.3 million fans who watched CM Punk's segment, they didn't come back the next week to watch him on Dynamite. Dynamite the week before got about 950,000 viewers. You know how much they got with CM Punk this past week? 1.1 million and some change, B. The wrestling fans who watch wrestling to see conflict, okay? It's a big part of the audience. Understand this business. They don't look at this as an athletic competition that's between friends. They want to see two people who don't like each other and want to beat the crap out of each other. That's pro wrestling, and that's its fans. Let us be real. That's their fans. That's our fans. So you bring back CM Punk after 7 years, and you want him to go against their favorite in a, hey, let's be friends match. Get the hell out of here. That's the problem with today's bookers. And I'm going to continue throughout the show to talk about this. Don't worry. But this guy brought in 150,000 new viewers, maybe close to 200,000. Woo, WWE better be scared now. Why? Because the fans sampled it and didn't like it. There's no way in hell you're not keeping those 1.3 million, at least for his segment, overall for the show. See, these guys, here's another problem that I hate about the business television. Is that the main guy's going to get at least one, he's going to get one segment to talk, maybe, and he may get a segment to wrestle. See, back when it was popping, you had to stay glued to the show because you didn't know when the NWO was going to come back out. You didn't know when Steve Austin was going to come back out and say his thing, or Mr. McMahon. You did not know. And they came out frequently. People could say whatever they want. It was a television show that people wanted to watch. They were watching compelling characters. Now today, you get the the character. They're not so compelling, but you get the character. The next thing you know, these guys are out for a segment, maybe to speak, and then they may get a match. See, what I liked this past week on SmackDown, what I liked about that SmackDown, the story of Roman Reigns, it was being played out through the show, man. Say whatever you want, but everything else that WWE's doing, what they're doing with the Roman Reigns story, they're getting everything right. Maybe that's and see, understand this. People forget. When the Austin McMahon storyline started to work, even before then, when the Bret Hart Austin storyline was starting to work and everything else was looking horrible, it gave them a model on what to do for the rest of the show. AEW doesn't have that. Why? They don't have a real booker. There's no theme for the show. There's no flow of this show. There's no flow whatsoever. It's just up and down crap. Boom, boom, boom. And the stuff that's up has nothing to do with anything else in the show. So now, as a wrestling fan, I know CM Punk's coming in segment 2 or segment 4 or whatever. Even if I DVR it, the fans on the internet tells me anyway. So I can just sit there and fast forward to what I want to see and then watch the rest of the show. Come on, guys. This is not hard. Too easy. Commodores had a great song called Easy Like Sunday Morning, but you guys are making it so damn hard. You don't have to make it that hard. You truly don't, man. I just don't get it. People get mad at me all the time. You just hate on it. I don't hate on AEW unless they give me a reason. WWE gives me plenty of reasons to hate on them. Oh, yeah. But guess what? There's no point to even talk about most of the reason why I hate on the WWE. Why? Because who cares? Everybody knows why WWE sucks. But there's some things that they do get right, like I said just now about the Roman Reigns storyline. I mean, sheesh. This isn't hard, B. Book a compelling character into a great storyline. So these fans, you get them early. You hook them now. You don't wait until, let's see how the Darby Allin versus CM Punk match is going to take, how it's going to happen. Where's the build-up, bro? There's none. How are you building this up? Who's the best in the world? Man, put that chapstick on your lips and kiss my ass. Let's be real. Who's the best in the goddamn world? Everybody knows that the fans are going to say CM Punk. Who cares if Darby Allin wants to be the best in the world? He hasn't beaten the best, and guess what? I don't see him beating the best now. Because AEW would be really stupid to have CM Punk come in there and lose his first major pay-per-view match. And also, AEW would be stupid to have CM Punk go in there and beat one of their top baby faces when he's supposed to be a baby face himself. This is easy stuff, guys. This is not a good look. And we got more to talk about when it comes to this. Their ideas, man. Oh, yeah. Because I didn't even get into Bryan Danielson yet. Oh, yeah. You're listening to the Stephon Devereux Show. Angry Kids 24/7 radio. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, oh, yeah. It's going to be popping still. Stephon Devereux Show. Stephon Devereux. We'll be right back after this break. Saturday, September 18th, Pro Wrestling Express returns to the PWX Community Center, 2125 Beacon Street, McKeesport, PA. Doors open at 6:30, bell time 7 o'clock. Front row tickets, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. General admission, $15. Kids 10 and under get in for $8. Get your tickets at bit.ly/PWX September, and we'll see you there. You're listening to Angry Kids Kids 24/7 Radio. How to text a guy to keep him interested? It's a question many women ask daily. Well, Amy North believes she has found the answer with How to Text a Guy to Keep Him Interested. It's a new course that she has put together, and it's helping ladies all across the world. You can go to howtotextaguy-to-keep-him-interested.weebly.com for more information. Amy says she has the answer, so find out there at howtotextaguy-to-keep-him-interested.weebly.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or medicaremadeclear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Stephon Devereux Show. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. AEW desperately needs a new booker. I mean, goddamn. Did I just go in there? I mean, I went in on the last one, didn't I? Well, I'm not done. Anyway. Oh, man, this is just hilarious. This is just bad. So, like I said, CM Punk, he only brought in another 150,000 fans back to AEW Dynamite. People were saying the numbers could be lower. But I'm going to be nice and say probably about 100. They was probably pushing towards 100. 1.2, 1.1, pushing 1.2. I'm going to give them that. Okay, I'll give them that. People were saying the numbers could be lower. But anyway. The reason why that is happening is because, like I said, the fans, when he debuted at Rampage, showed up. He's facing Darby Allin. Wrestling fans, a lot of wrestling fans who said, "No, I'm cool," didn't come and watch him on Wednesday night. Okay, so here's my question: they made that mistake there. What are they going to do with Daniel Bryan? Because let's be real, if Daniel Bryan don't come in and go after like a Kenny Omega instantly, it's going to be really stupid. I mean, it's no different. If you didn't do that with CM Punk, then you better do it with Daniel Bryan. You better do it with Daniel Bryan. You know how many fans are going to be upset if not? I'd be upset. We're going to give them that sample, and I heard he's debuting at the pay-per-view, so at least they're saving that for the pay-per-view. They're going to let him debut there. They think fans are going to pay money, $50 to see Daniel Bryan. Not happening. So they'll probably do their same amount of Baz for their pay-per-views. People are not paying. WWE fans are not paying $50 to see Daniel Bryan anymore. It's not happening. They were conditioned to pay $10 a month. They're conditioned now. Now the AEW fans, cool. The NWA fans, cool. Ring of Honor fans, cool. All them wrestling fans who are out, that's AEW's base right now. Impact. All those wrestling fans combined are AEW's base. Plus a little bit, from who just don't watch the WWE anymore and looking for something different. But that's AEW's base. Can they expand that base to bring some of the... No. Daniel Bryan's not going to make people say, people who haven't watched wrestling in 5 years, 6, 7, 8, 10 years, oh my God, I'm paying $50 to buy Daniel Bryan, to see Daniel Bryan on a pay-per-view. They don't care. Because that's all they're going to see. That's all they're going to care about. And then, you think they're really going to watch the rest of the show? They haven't already. Daniel Bryan's not going to make them watch the rest of the show. You might get CM Punk, but they may sample that for a minute, but they're really not into who wins or loses. This is why I keep saying about the bookers of today. They don't understand. Wins and losses matter. Heels and faces matter. Fans want to get emotionally involved in the match. They can't when you're a heel versus heel or face versus face. That's why I keep trying to tell people. AEW does a lot of that. Just like these other the fans who want to see drama they're not watching it. They're not. I'd rather watch Jerry Springer old episodes or the Maury Povich show. There's drama there. So if Daniel Bryan doesn't come in and face off against Kenny Omega, they have him coming in against Andrade or Rusev. Come on. Then why? Why even pay him all this money? Oh, we're going to build him up the ladder, pure ladder. Those two guys are the kings of the ladder. Those two guys are sitting on top of your ladder right now. Because of the perception is they're the two biggest names that's out there. Oh, we didn't forget about Bray Wyatt. I didn't forget about him. The wrestling fans didn't forget about him. So when you eventually sign Bray Wyatt, what are you going to do with him? Promo, match. No conflict. Now, maybe you're building towards it. Cool. But guess what? The wrestling fans who have given you time and watched you build stuff, they don't trust you anymore. They don't trust you can build a solid angle. Your fan base will stay for a little while. If you're not building or if you're not giving them a reason to watch besides some wrestling matches and some goofy crap that you see every now and then, come on, man. Again, go back to history. We've been here before. What brought fans back? Drama. NWO was drama. Two cool guys coming in. Goddamn. Too bad you guys can't do it now. 25 years later, I mean, it was needed. Fans will remember it, of course, but still. You guys are sent by Vince to come down there and take out the new company. I wish you guys could do it. But if you're not, but you won't, and you can't, you got to find something that's on that level. That's what's going to bring in new fans. That's what's going. Fans want to see drama. No different than over on the other side when Vince McMahon was becoming the a-hole that he became with the Mr. McMahon character. And they wanted to see somebody take him out. It just happened to be this beer drinking, middle finger throwing guy who didn't have to be the most technical wrestler, which he was. He was a very great technical wrestler, guys. Don't never, ever underestimate Steve Austin's technical wrestling ability. But he was able to go in there and throw punches and kicks and make these fans love him. Have a few beers with the fans after his match. Have a few beers with the fans during his match. Have a few beers with the fans during his promos. It worked, man. Drama makes money if it's done right. I don't see any drama on his daggone show. This company, where's the drama? There's none. Point out to me how a fan like myself can sit there and watch a 2-hour show and there's no drama. And as a wrestling fan, that's what I'm expecting. Drama. Don't get me wrong. What they're trying to do with Omega and the whole situation with Dawn, they're trying at least. And I'll give those guys credit. Omega, and I hate to do that, but in Dawn Callis, I like Dawn. They're trying. You know, they're Paul Heyman right now, and Kenny Omega is his guy, and he got a little group. I like that. It's cute. But what else are you selling me here, bro? What else are you selling me? Nada. Like I said, you bring in one of the biggest stars in the past 10 years who hasn't wrestled in 7, and you decided, hey, well, let's go have him go up against Darby Allin, one of our top baby faces. God damn it, if you do this with Daniel Bryan, I'm going to be really upset. Really, really, really upset. I mean, I'm going to be so upset. That's why I'm not buying the pay-per-view. That's why I'm not buying the pay-per-view, because I know that's what I'm going to get. Unless Daniel Bryan comes in and attacks somebody, but I don't see that happening. Daniel Bryan coming in as a heel, they're not going to let that happen. Oh, hell no. Bray Wyatt maybe, but not Daniel Bryan. Now I can see, because his no-compete clause is not over until like the end of October, I believe. Talking about Bray Wyatt. Come on, man. Come on, man. And don't do Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan either. Please don't do that. Been there, done that. On a national level, national television, pay-per-views, they've done it. Don't do it. AEW definitely needs a new booker. A real booker. Look, I hate to tell you this, Tiny Khan. Tiny. I hate to tell you this, but man, just call Jim Cornette. I said, just call Cornette. If you're not going to be able to get Paul Heyman from the WWE, you need to call Jim Cornette. You don't got the balls to call Vince Russo. Oh, hell no. You don't got the balls to do that. You call me, I'll take the job. Them guys, I mean, I'll be honest with you. You got a decent roster. A lot of the indie guys won't be on the show on their level, but I'm talking about the indie guys that you got on the show, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to guys like Jungle Boy. But he looks like an indie guy. He should be doing Dark and Elevation and all the other crap. Maybe a Rampage here or there. Then I hear you guys are trying to create a developmental territory for yourself, developmental area, system, or whatever. Oh, yeah, but we're going to talk about that. We definitely will. It's just sad because you guys have the greatest opportunity right now, and I'm rooting for you guys to actually get this right. I want you guys to get this right. And I won't be disrespectful on these next few words, but Mr. Khan, man, I appreciate what you're trying to do. I really do. You got to hand over them reins to someone else. You got to bring someone in here who knows how to take these beautiful pieces and make them work. So you're not sticking in the area of 1.2 to 1.3 million fans for your television show. Dude, you got the tools to get a show to damn near 3 million viewers a week, bro. And I'm talking Dynamite, 2 million on Rampage. I'm just saying, this is not hard. You got the money to do it. You got the people. You got the platforms. Come on, bro. That's why I'm so disappointed in today's wrestling, because if we just had a few more guys, bookers and territories, that a guy like Tiny Khan can look at and see why they're winning. We don't have that anymore. We just got the WWE and some, Ring of Honor, but those guys, come on, man. Impact, come on, man. I mean, if Impact had the money that Tiny Khan had some years back, and they didn't have to rely on the Carters so much, and Jeff Jarrett just wanted to finish out his vision, this would be an interesting era in professional wrestling back then. It's just sad. It's just sad because they may blow this. You're listening to the Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. I hope they don't. I truly hope they don't. We're going to talk about some of their plans they have going forward as far as creating a developmental territory. We'll do that in a minute. Oh, man, I just hope they don't mess this up. Goodness gracious. Well, you're listening to the Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We're going to take a break. And when we come back, like I said, we're going to talk about some of their developmental territory plans. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We'll be right back. Saturday, September 18th, Pro Wrestling Express returns to the PWX Community Center, 2125 Beacon Street, McKeesport, PA. Doors open at 6:30, bell time 7 o'clock. Front row tickets, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. General admission, $15. Kids 10 and under get in for $8. Get your tickets at bit.ly/PWX September, and we'll see you there. You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7. Angry Kids 24/7. How to text a guy to keep him interested? It's a question many women ask daily. Well, Amy North believes she has found the answer with How to Text a Guy to Keep Him Interested. It's a new course that she has put together, and it's helping ladies all across the world. You can go to howtotextaguytokeephiminterested.weebly.com for more information. Amy says she has the answer, so find out there at howtotextaguytokeephiminterested.weebly.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or medicaremadeclear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Stephon Devereux. Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We are back. Man. I'm not done. Oh, I'm not done. We got a little bit more about these AEW guys I got to talk about here real quick. Now let's talk about, before I get into their developmental stuff, let's talk about their show Rampage here. Now, the first episode was okay. I was on my way back from Texas. We stopped, which was so weird because I'm from Pittsburgh, but I wasn't in town for the show. But we stopped in Arkansas. I think it's Lone Oak, Arkansas. Great little, hotel suite that we enjoyed. My wife and I. It was beautiful. Had some fun. But I got a chance to watch Rampage. Excuse me. No. I watched Dynamite. So I watched Rampage at home that week. Okay. I'm sorry. But I did watch Rampage, that first show with Britt Baker. I would remember I was tired. That's why. Okay. And I said, okay. And that, pretty much that was what I was thinking. Okay, so this is what, Rampage is going to be. Kenny Omega defending a title. He loses the belt. Cool. Okay, cool. Britt Baker. Okay. Cool. The filler wasn't that fun. Everything else in between wasn't that cool to me because I don't remember nothing else. I'll be honest with you. But the thing about this is, the reason why I'm talking about it is because, they brought CM Punk in a week later, and then CM Punk had his promo, and then after that, the rest of the show sucked. And then last week, or this past Friday, the show sucked. Like, there was really no high point of the show, in my opinion. None. And I think the problem that AEW has is now AEW has another TV show that comes on after the WWE. And AEW fans and people like myself who are watching the show and watching it, see, how it progresses, they're expecting, and we're expecting bangers coming out. I mean, I'll be honest with you. You're getting the best lead-in possible, and that's the WWE SmackDown show that people will watch because they don't watch the other show. So you're getting this nice audience, and if you're not throwing up, commercials all through SmackDown, letting people know to switch over and watch TNT Rampage. Ugh. And then if you do, and you give them that type of crap, bruh, I'm sorry, that's not working for me. Like Hogan would say, that's not going to work for me, brother, because it doesn't work. It's horrible. You give these new fans who are watching the WWE, who really didn't care about AEW, giving them a chance to come over and watch it. Hey, I did hear CM Punk is going to be on, is over there and blah 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 blah. And then now you're taping the show now too, so it doesn't have the live feel anymore. Hey, I'm telling you, you're doing this all wrong. I wouldn't even have done this show, in my opinion, myself. AEW, you do not need a second show this quickly. You still haven't even built your first show. You can't sustain your own audience. So it makes you think that you're going to be able to go and build a second show and keep that audience, even when you're getting the greatest lead-in of all time for your company. Sheesh, this is not hard, man. I can't wait to see the ratings for this Rampage. I really can't. And then now I hear, rumors are that you guys are moving down to the Universal Studios, and you're going to be doing shows down there. Your Dark and Elevation or whatever, you're going to be doing those shows down there at Universal Studios, place that TNA used to be. And you think that's going to help? So you're adding a new expense to your business. I want to see this business plan. I got to see this. I'm sorry, if someone can send me their business plan, please send me their business plan. I need to talk about this thing on the show. Because there's no way that you decide, in your business plan, hey, first year we're going to have this, because the pandemic had to toss that off. Toss your business plan out the window, at least for that second year. Let's be real. Well, no, technically you'll be really going into your first full year. So so the pandemic had to toss that away. But you're not going to tell me in your first year, if we take the pandemic shows away and just think of what you've done before the pandemic and what's happening now afterwards, you're not going to tell me that you had decided that you were going to start a second show, go to Universal Studios, start a video game, start a second show, then go to Universal Studios, okay? And I didn't even add Elevation and Dark to it. Because you had Dark and then you added a second YouTube show, okay? You couldn't have imagined that you was going to be given this plethora of incredible talent from the other company. You could not have imagined that. I need to see your business plan. Did you have a business plan? I believe you did. I do. But I know business plans change, but damn, these are a lot of changes. And now you're trying to do a developmental system for your guys. Then you just disrespect Vince and the WWE for their developmental system. So you guys think you can do it better. Okay. So Vince goes out and says he's not signing no more indie talent. So guess who steps up and say, hey guys, we want you all. AEW. What are you going to do with all this talent? You can't just keep, what? You going to put them on Rampage? If Rampage isn't going to get over with the talent you got now, how the hell are you going to get over with the guys you don't got and the guys you're going to develop when you get them? AEW, man, this whole show's been about AEW needing a new booker. I know. But this is a part of that. A part of that. You need someone who knows how this business works to put together a plan for you that's going to work. Right now, it's just, let's throw anything against the wall and see if it works now. Because I know your original business plan has been ripped up. It has been ripped up. It has to be. All the new talent. TV shows. Think about that. Your plans was really to start another YouTube show in your first year? They had to start 2 YouTube shows in your first year? That was really in your plans? Couldn't have been. People get mad at me because I go off and go hard on these dudes. It's trash. It's trash. Have you ever heard of eating too much candy at once, eating too much ice cream at once? What do? You get a bellyache. I suspect this bellyache to happen mid-2022. I truly do. I expect this bellyache to start coming mid-2022, going into the fall. Because you're going to have all this talent, and you're going to have all these platforms, and you're going to have all these things coming in, just at you at once. When certain guys start needing new deals, because there was guys who probably got a 2-year deal, guys who are going to start needing new deals. You're going to be needing fresh ideas because you're going to end up hot-shotting stuff within the next few months. I am predicting that right now. Time next year, it's going to be looking really different. People are out here saying, I was listening to the great one, Jim Cornette, and they're talking about all this momentum that AEW, has, and I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see this momentum besides, the fans are back. Their fans are back. Not overall wrestling fans. And if they have not found a way, and they have not shown me that they know exactly what to do and how to get there, to bring those fans back who don't watch anymore whatsoever. There's almost just by watching the WWE. Well, let's see. I'll say there's probably about 7 to 10 million fans out there who's not watching wrestling anymore. And if AEW doesn't find a way to bring in some of those fans, what momentum? What, they'll take a couple of the WWE fans? Whoop-de-doo. Those fans have already been there. I want the fans who don't watch anymore. That's where the money is at. That's where the luggage is at. The bags. That's where it's at right there. Those fans who don't watch anymore, who stopped watching 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, we want those fans back. And AEW has not shown me that they can do this. So what momentum? They got their fan base happy. That's beautiful. That's unbelievable. And I'm not dissing that because you need your fan base. But if you're not showing me that you're willing to go out and get the rest and get more, then who cares? Because I don't. And neither should my man, Jim Cornette. Love him to death, but I just totally disagree with he and Brian. I totally disagree with this. I totally disagree. Yeah. So, we should see. We shall see. But I just don't see. I don't see it now. I don't feel the momentum. AEW's fan base is popping, yes. But momentum is when the wrestling business, the fans all in within wrestling, within our bubble, is feeling it. The WWE fans don't care less about AEW. I'm telling you. I'm in the groups. I see what these fans are saying. So, we shall see. You're listening to the Stephon Devereux Show. Angry Kids, 24/7 radio. I'm going to take a quick break. We got some more to talk about. Big news, Pro Wrestling Express. We'll be right back. Angry Kids 24/7 radio. Saturday, September 18th, Pro Wrestling Express returns to the PWX Community Center, 2125 Beacon Street, McKeesport, PA. Doors open at 6:30, bell time 7 o'clock. Front row tickets, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. General admission, $15. Kids 10 and under get in for $8. Get your tickets at bit.ly/PWX September, and we'll see you there. You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7. radio. How to text a guy to keep him interested. It's a question many women ask daily. Well, Amy North believes she has found the answer with How to Text a Guy to Keep Him Interested. It's a new course that she has put together, and it's helping ladies all across the world. You can go to howtotextaguy-to-keep-him-interested.weebly.com for more information. Amy says she has the answer, so find out there at howtotextaguy-to-keep-him-interested.weebly.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or medicaremadeclear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Stephon Devereux Show. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We're back. We've been having some fun. Man, the new Kanye album's out. Yeah. I only got halfway through it, so I can't even give you a review. I would. First few songs I like. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I mean, Kanye's my dude, so it don't matter what Kanye puts out. I'm going to end up liking it anyway because he's just one of those type of producers that I'm into. You know, he likes to try new things. And, you know, speaking of that, if we're not trying new things, we're going to bring back something old, but something new, thanks to the new CEO, Miss Jasmine, of Angel Gate Wrestling. Man, we're going to talk about that in a second. I just want to let you know, don't forget, September 18th, Pro Wrestling Express returns to the PWX Community Center, 2125 Beacon Street, McKeesport, PA. Doors open 6:30, bell time 7 o'clock. Front row tickets, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. General admission, $15. Kids 10 and under, get in for $8. You can go to bit.ly/PWX September. Yes, again, bit.ly/PWX September. September 18th. Don't forget. Fans, I'm getting ticked off by this little guy. I'm 6'3", and this guy's bothering me. You know, I was never in the ring. Didn't have to be because the guys that I had around me were giants or guys who were heavyweights. See, I never dealt with smaller wrestlers. I never managed smaller wrestlers. Actually, I did manage a smaller wrestler, and that was my man, Captain Bender. Managed him to the UCW championship, by the way. I mean, because that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? Back then, I managed my guys to championships. Big Neil, the real deal. Bulldozer. The captain, Justin Bender, my man. Even though I'm not happy with what you're doing, Captain, because I'm hearing some rumors about you, bro. Yeah, I am. Go to the PWX Pro Wrestling Shows and Training on Facebook. PWX Pro Wrestling Shows and Training on Facebook to find out more information about that, Captain Bender. Not happy about you, bro. We're going to talk. Let me get you. Yeah, I was supposed to have you on this week, but I wonder what happened. Yeah, okay, we'll talk. Anyway, you know, being the CEO of PWX has given me, man, so many opportunities to do some things that I just didn't think I was going to be able to do. And this next announcement, you know, I'm so happy to make here on the Stephon Devereux Show here on Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. I'm just so happy to be able to make this announcement. But hey, at the last show, August 21st, introduced the new CEO of Angel Gate Women's Wrestling, and that's Miss Jasmine. And we didn't really get an opportunity to speak because someone, blast from the past, Kenzie, the former manager of Jim and Justin Bender, who is now Captain Bender, decided to come out and start a little bit of trouble. Well, Miss Jasmine didn't get a chance to make her huge announcement, and that announcement was going to be that Angel Gate Women's Wrestling is coming back November 27th. And with some help from, let's just say, some great people, Undisputed Championship Wrestling and Pro Wrestling Express, great companies, we're going to come together and we're going to help relaunch Angel Gate. Miss Jasmine has brokered a deal that I didn't think was ever going to be able to happen. And that was a deal between the owners of Undisputed Championship Wrestling and the owners of Pro Wrestling Express. This was a deal I wasn't a part of. I didn't know about this backroom deal. No, I'm teasing. I mean, I kind of heard, I knew what was going on, but I really couldn't talk about it, of course. Because I'm all for it. Everybody knows my background locally. I've been with Undisputed Championship Wrestling for 13 years now. I watched that company grow from when people were just disrespecting the hell out of that company. That's when I got there. They disrespected the hell out of us. The difference was we were still selling houses out. Yeah, we were selling our houses out. Every show we were selling out. That's what we did down there in Uniontown, PA. You can go and check out UCW DDTV on YouTube. Type in UCW DDTV. I think episodes 20 to 53 is up there, 54. And you see the houses. Trust me, we were selling houses out. Anyway, but I'm very happy about this deal. As the CEO of PWX, I'm all for women's wrestling. I'm all for good women getting in the ring and wrestling, not, Kenzie. I just think that was disrespectful for what she did, but that's another story. I'm very proud of Miss Jasmine for brokering this deal. We're going to talk more about it on September 18th in the middle of the ring, because I have banned Kenzie from the building because I'm not letting that happen again. I can't. Kenzie's not under contract. She has really no, association with Pro Wrestling Express. She has no association with Undisputed Championship Wrestling, who will be returning to the PWX Community Center on October 1st. We'll talk more about that as the date approaches. But my thing is, I just believe Jasmine deserves that opportunity to come out here and tell you her vision for Angel Gate. And she's already made a huge signing. I mean, goddamn. I was kind of jealous because I actually tried to get this girl, and the girl told me no. But Miss Jasmine, she's just such a sweetheart. Okay, I'm teasing. But the lady did tell me no. But Miss Jasmine was able to make her first major signing to Angel Gate, and that is the one and only Bad Street Beauty herself, Miranda Gordy. Yes, November 27th, PWX Community Center. Miranda Gordy, the daughter of Terry Bam Bam Gordy, the Bad Street Beauty herself, will be in the building. I can't wait. I can't wait. Now, that show, we still have a few months before that show, but, of course I wanted to talk about it because Miss Miranda Gordy was on Empire last night. Empower. Let's just get that right. NWA Empower. The all-women's pay-per-view, which saw some great moments last night, actually. One of the moments that got me was Awesome Kong retiring. And I was one of the, I was such a huge fan of Awesome Kong. I wish we could have got her to come and do a match at Angel Gate I would love to see it happen. Miss Jasmine has connections, and I'm pretty sure she could have made it happen. I've known Jasmine for years. People understand that. So I'm not surprised by this Miranda Gordy deal. I'm not surprised whatsoever. She knows people. This is going to be incredible, though. This is going to be incredible. November 27th. PWX and Undisputed Championship Wrestling will be a part of the show. But this is Angel Gate's night, and it's going to be so fun to watch Angel Gate relaunch. And it's going to be fun to see the direction that Jasmine has for it because, you know, a lot of people don't understand that this girl, you know, she knows what she's doing. She was taught by, you know, some of the best guys in this area. You know, she knows the psychology of this business. She knows what fans want. And automatically she makes a signing like this. Yeah, that is impressive in my opinion. I'm sorry. I got to give it to her. I wanted Miranda. I tried to. Miranda told me no. I'm like, goddamn, what the hell I got to do? Jasmine makes a phone call. She automatically say yes. Bruh, I'm not happy about that. I know the house is going to be paid. I mean, it's going to be packed. That house is going to be packed. I know it is. So you better get them tickets ready, people. Get your money ready for them tickets because I know Miranda Gordy's going to bring some people in there. You know, I just can't wait. But that's not until November 27th. And we'll talk about that, you know, as that date approaches. But before we get out of here, don't forget September 18th, Pro Wrestling Express returns to the PWX Community Center, 2125 Beacon Street, McKeesport, PA. Doors open at 6:30. Bell time 7 o'clock. Front row, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. General admission, $10. Kids 10 and under get in for $8. You can go to bit.ly/ PWX September. That's bit.ly/ PWX September. I better get them tickets. It's going to be popping that night. My man Superior G is going to be in the building. Of course, O'Reilly Chambers is going to be in the building. PWX champion. Joshua Kavad, my man Thunder Bear. Sinborn with Lilith. Pop Culture Sensations will be there. Aaron Connors will be there. The Collective will be there. I mean, it's going to be a jam-packed show. My man Lee Ortiz, J. Rue's going to be there. Who else is going to be there? The Stat and Manic is going to be there. The Cassidys. Yeah, we got some people that's going to be there, so don't forget to get them tickets. bit.ly/ PWX September. All right, fans, we out. Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. I want to thank you for joining us. See you next week.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio.